Hey. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for watching. My charter, we didn't fish today on my fly fishing charter because we had high winds and pouring down rain. So I thought I would be productive and tie some flies. Yeah, I do that. Alright, let's throw some thread on down the hook right here. Why string is so thin? We're tying flies, so use thread to do it with. I'm just gonna tie some black and purple, maybe some chartreuse and white. We've been catching a lot on, well, we always catch a lot on black and purple, but the other day we did, that's what we caught all our fish on, was black and purple down here in Louisiana. Let's cut off something. Before I forget, let me go ahead and throw some glue on these eyes right here on the thread, so the eyes don't spin. Start catching fish. Oh yeah, black and purple is like one of the best colors, man, for redfish, especially down here. I mean, I don't know about everywhere else, but down here in Louisiana, they smoke this black and purple. The other day, my two clients, that's all we threw all day was black and purple. Yep. They eat it like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Did I take the magic marker out? There it is. Sorry, y'all. Just finding my black magic marker. I'm gonna put some black stripes on this tail right here, just for the heck of it. Some black stripes on there. All right, let's throw some, let's put some shiny on that hiney right there. We'll go with some purple first. So we'll grab some purple flash right here, y'all. Cut off a few strands of it. Grab a few strands of purple. We'll run this back down a little ways. Grab that purple, throw it around the thread. Like that. Get it started and then pull the threads down, or pull the shiny down parallel with the fly. A little purple shine on there. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with some gold. Yeah, my desk is a wreck because I just basically, I was like, I'm going to tie some flies, and I basically just threw all my stuff up here. I couldn't even find some of my supplies some of my ingredients I normally use. Or one of them anyway that I like to use. Sometimes I tie flies late at night. When I get done late at night, I'm just tired, man. So I throw it all in the box or whatever, and it's a wreck. All right, let's throw some gold on here. A little bit of purple and gold flash on the hiney right there. Alright. Throw some crazy legs on here. So we'll grab some crazy legs like this right here. Grab like 2 of them. Pull 2 of them off. I want the purple or the chartreuse side to be showing. So I'm going to double them over like this right here. And put them right here on the fly. Cut off these little tag ends right here. My clients the other day, this is what we call the fish on, so I let them, I've got a ton of flies, got tie all the time, but I let them keep the flies. So I gave away a couple of my flies like this right here the other day, y'all. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, let me put my phone on do not disturb, y'all, because if I don't, it's going to blow up. Hold on, y'all. There we go, sorry. All right, wrap those crazy legs on there. All right. Crazy legs, that's what it's called. All right, let's put some body on the fly. Throw some purple on there for the body. I actually found it. This is what I was frantically looking for a while ago. Was this stuff right here? It's like 1.5 inch minnow head brush. There's a wire that goes down through the middle of it. This is 1.5 inches. We don't need. I mean, when I say 1.5 inches, it's 1.5 inches wide right here, y'all. We don't need all that. We're just gonna cut that in half. All right, let's get this started. Get this started on the fly right here. All right, and the spare, or I'm sorry, the spare. My bobbin, I'm just going to throw around the head of the fly so it's out of the way. And then we're going to wrap this stuff back. We're going to wrap this around the fly while keeping this stuff folded back towards the back as good as possible. As well as possible. The best you can, I guess. So we're going to wrap this from the back heading towards the front. If it sticks straight out, that's fine. All right, now we'll just tie a little, kind of loop it over right there to get it to stay. Go ahead and tie that off and cut that off right there. Let's get that on there pretty good. My bobbin is a little loose. That's fine. All right. Let's take our toothbrush. Just kind of brush that backwards. And these are just guide flies, y'all. They're not the prettiest, most, perfect looking flies ever. But we call them guide flies because we're fishing guides and we tie them and they work. So they might not be the fanciest looking flies ever, but they work real good. All right, now we're gonna grab some crack wrap right here. Get some crack wrap. Just a couple of inches of it. A couple of inches of crack wrap. All right. Get the crack wrap started. Speaking of crack, I don't hear much about crack anymore now that Biden's not in the office. I don't know what's up with that. All right. Get the crack wrap started. Then we're going to wrap it. Just like we did with the other stuff, we're going to keep the crack wrap kind of pushed back towards the back of the fly. Sometimes it tries to go forward on you like that right there. It's not going to hurt anything. We will just trim it off. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Trim off the little mustache he's got going on right here. All right, we'll tie this one off and then trim it up. Nothing to it, y'all. Quick and easy little guide fly. Oh, what's up, Gator? I didn't see you on there, man. The tug is the drug, man. I was gonna fish today. I was booked. Yesterday got canceled also, but I was gonna fish today. I went and picked the guy. I had one guy from Woodland for fly fishing. Went and picked him up at Woodland, and we got up there and the wind was ripping, and it was pouring down rain. We were still sitting in the truck, and he was like, "Man, I don't think I can handle it." And I said, "All right." So I took him back to Woodland. So I didn't fish today. Then tomorrow, I was supposed to have, a local guy, and since it's supposed to be real bad tomorrow, we're gonna change it up and go later on. He fly fishes all the time. He's actually got his own fly fishing boat, but he was still booking a trip with me. But with it like it is down here right now, we're just gonna wait. All right, y'all. Throw some light on the subject right here. Dry this glue. I feel like if my trips get canceled, if I don't charter that day, I feel like if I tie some flies, I'm at least doing something productive. All right, now we're gonna trim this up a little bit, y'all. I'm just gonna trim off a little bit of this crack wrap right here, just making it a little bit thinner. I mean, it's still gonna push water because it's got all that black. I'm sorry, all that purple. All right, y'all. Quick, easy little purple and black fly right there, y'all. Gold and purple shiny on the hiney. Threw some crazy legs on it right here. Some purple minnow head brush, a little bit of black crack wrap. Used a heavier eye, so that way when it hits the water, it's going to drop down and get in front of the fish really fast. All right. Let's tie another one since I've got a little piece of stuff right here. Let's tie another one real quick. That was my last hook of that. I've got tons of hooks, but that was my last one in that pack right there. That is not the hook I want. Alright, here's the ones I bought the other day, I think. I got a bunch of hooks, y'all, but yeah, these are the ones I bought the other day. We'll use those. Y'all, anything with fly fishing is do I wear glasses? No. I probably should, but I don't. I usually try not to shine it in my eyeballs because it's bad for you. But I'm getting old now anyway, so my close vision, like this right here, looks a little blurry anyway. My far vision is crazy. Like I can still see a redfish a long way off. But yeah, my close vision is getting blurry now. So, but I'm getting old. All right, let's go ahead and get a little wrap right there at the beginning. Get that started. I'm gonna do something a little bit different on this one right here. Damage your eyes. Oh, gotcha. We're gonna do a little bit different. We're just gonna mix up a couple of the ingredients on this one, just a little bit. Throwing a little bit of glue on there. All right, we're gonna take another large, considered large, I guess, purple eye. Do a few wraps in one direction to get it started. Do some wraps in the opposite direction to kind of get it in place where you want it, you know. You want it like 90 degrees with a hook like that right there. And then kind of get it straightened up the way you want it. And then start doing your cross wrap. So you'll go under the hook and over the eye in one direction, then under the hook and over the eye in the other direction. And get your cross wraps in. I don't really have a set amount of wraps I do. I just do it. I'd be wrapping like Andre 3000 on here. The GOAT. Alright. So we can get some wraps in. That might be pretty good. Now we're going to go over the hook and under the eye like this, and that'll tighten those cross wraps down. It's like lashing poles together. If you've ever lashed two pieces of wood or a couple pieces or a couple poles together, that's what you're doing right here. So after time flies, you can build a raft, I guess. All right, now we're gonna run the thread down the hook just to get a thread base. I usually run it somewhere right around there, around where the tip is, just the tip. All right. Then we're gonna grab our purple deer tail, straight from Portland, right here. Purple deer tail, straight from Portland. I'm gonna cut a chunk of purple deer tail off right here. And that's going to be the kind of like the tail of our fly right there, y'all. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some loose wraps on here until I get about right here. And then I'm going to go back and wrap it tight, yo. Do some tight wrapping. So yeah, I didn't fish today. It was pouring down rain and wind was kicking like Bruce Lee on steroids. So I didn't fish today. Tomorrow we've already canceled for a later date, or we're going to reschedule it for a later date. All right. I'm painting a mallard hen. Oh, awesome. Speaking of Donald Trump, I wish Don Trump Jr. would come go fishing with me, man. He's always fishing and hunting and stuff. It'd be pretty sweet if he come do a trip with me. They could do like, it could be him and one of the agents or whatever in the boat, and then I'm sure they would want to have a chase boat. So as long as the chase boat could pull around in that marsh with me, he's welcome. He's welcome to come fishing with me. All right, let's throw some gold on here. Some purple and gold. Y'all watched me before. Y'all know what I'm finna do. I'm finna throw that shiny on that hiney right here. I know I probably sound like whatever, y'all. I'm tired, man. I've been fishing like every day. I was off today, but I'm still tired. It drains you when you got clients every day and you're pushing a pole and skiff around every day. You just get tired, man. All right, so we're gonna grab some gold. Throw that gold shiny on there. Pull it down parallel with the tail. Parallel with that tail. There's some gold on there like that. Now we're gonna grab some purple and do the same thing. Not only do we have some gold shiny on that hiney, we're gonna have some purple shiny on that hiney. Purple and gold shiny on the hiney. Again, just put some strands of it like that. I got one strand that's kind of long. I'm gonna cut that off. I probably didn't cut enough purple, but you know what? It'll be fine. It'll do the job. Just a little flash. Just a little flash. That's right. LSU colors fly right here, y'all. That is correct. All right, grab some crazy legs. I'm gonna get low on my purple and chartreuse crazy legs. I can't remember if I bought any the other day or not. I don't remember, man. I went to the fly shop the other day. I go to No Wake Outfitters right here in New Orleans. It's called No Wake, WAKE, No Wake Outfitters. They also have a website, nowakeoutfitters.com. You can go in there and order all kinds of stuff. But anyway, they're awesome. That's where I go. All right. I'm doubling that over like that. I want this chartreuse part to be towards the end of the fly. I'm gonna lay this on top of the fly right here. Get a few wraps on it. And then I'm gonna hold up right right here where I doubled it over, y'all. I'm gonna just cut like that. Let's go ahead and cut these little, that's good enough. All right, let's wrap that up. So there we go. There's some crazy legs on there with our purple and gold. All right, we're gonna use this last little bit of purple right here I don't know if it's long enough, but it don't matter. It don't matter. We'll make it look good anyway somehow. So we're gonna lay this over right here, get some wraps on it. To get it started. And since I don't have much to work with right there, I'm gonna grab my clippers, or not clippers, well, I guess they're kind of clippers. We're gonna clip on to the tail. Yeah, I'm tired. We're gonna clip onto this right here, and we're gonna spin it. Not my best job ever on this one, but somehow we'll make it come together in the end, y'all. Somehow it will come together at the very end. Don't know how, but somehow we're gonna pull it off. All right, let's brush his hair. All right, now we're gonna go with a little bit of black. I think it's called Misty Black. It's also 1.5 inch metal head brush. We're gonna go with a little bit of that. Just a couple of inches. That's what she said. A couple of inches of work. All right. Let's go ahead and get that black started. Lay this over right here and wrap that. Now this stuff will slow the fly down a little bit on the drop because it's kind of thick, so it's going to drag in the water. So it's going to move water, which is a good thing, help the fish find it. But it's going to slow that fly down. Even though we got these larger lead eyes on here, when this fly drops, it's going to slow down just a little bit because of this minnow head brush. All right, let's cut that off. Tie that up. If y'all are new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm getting closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers. All right, tie that. Yeah, wrap that around there. Just go and brush that back a little bit. And that fly, the way it is right there, will catch a fish, but we're gonna throw some stuff on there. If I can find it, y'all. I got materials everywhere, y'all. That's a wreck. Ooh, I actually found it. I found it, believe it or not. Actually, we're gonna go with the OG. We're gonna go with the black crack wrap again right here. Just a little bit of it, just for a little bit of shine right here at the front of the fly. So let's get that crack wrap started. And wrap it up. Y'all, after this, we might do like one or two. I kind of want to do some chartreuse and white. A buddy of mine that's another fly fishing guide, he actually fished today with his clients in this crazy weather because it's storming down here, or it was earlier today. It was storming down here in Louisiana, but they still went out and they caught them on they caught them throwing up, I think, like a chartreuse and white. They were just blind casting the whole time down here in Louisiana for saltwater, for redfish. It's all usually sight casting. We're normally sight casting all the fish. We don't really blind cast very much. But the water was dirty. Wind was howling and it was pouring down rain. So they actually blind casted and caught like 5 or 6 on fly today on chartreuse and white. So I think I'll tie some chartreuse and white just to commemorate the day of my buddy and them catching some on chartreuse and white today. We'll do some chartreuse and white. Alright, let's wrap this up right here a little bit. And tie it off. You know what? I think I forgot to put the glue around the eye. Or did I? I think I forgot to put the glue around the eyes, y'all. I don't remember. We'll go back over it anyway. Alright. Let's throw a bunch of half hitches on here. Let's throw some glue on there. That's probably good enough. Hit it with ultraviolet light. Again, don't shine it in your eyeballs. As somebody was saying on camera just then. Or on the chat, I mean. trim this one up a little bit. I'm probably gonna do one chartreuse and white, y'all, and then I'm gonna get off here. Let's just trim up some of this crack wrap. Alright, y'all. Another quick, easy little redfish fly. Did the purple deer tail. We threw some gold and purple shine on it. We threw some crazy legs on there with chartreuse tips. 1.5 inch purple minnow head brush. 1.5 inch misty black minnow head brush. And then we threw some crack wrap right here around the front of it. So even those are large lead eyes. With that minnow head brush, it's still gonna probably, it's gonna sink a little slower with that minnow head brush. To basically get that thing in front of a redfish, and this lights out anyway. You're gonna eat it up. All right, give me 2 seconds to put a couple of ingredients away. Then we're gonna do a black and purple. I'm sorry, not black and purple. A chartreuse and white, and that'll be that for today, y'all. Because I just want to get on here and tie a couple of quick flies real quick. The chartreuse and white always looks cool. We'll do that next. It works really good. You know what they say about chartreuse and fishing? If it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. Y'all, I got my fly fishing supplies are a wreck, y'all. They're a wreck. Got stuff every which way. Alright. What's up, Felix? Alright, we're going to tie one more, y'all. Let's tie one more. This will be chartreuse and white. Quick, easy. Nothing to it. One more fly, chartreuse and white. And that'll be it, y'all. My stream must be kind of boring tonight. I don't have many people watching. Sometimes I'll have hundreds of people, y'all, watching, but not tonight. Alright. Uh-oh. Gotta rethread my thread right here. So just take this thing, stick it down through this thing, take the thread, pull it through like that, and that's it. Alright, chartreuse and white. That's all I know. The rest of it we'll make up as we go along. Alright, let's go ahead and get a thread base right here around the eye. Let's grab some eyeballs, y'all. We're gonna do chartreuse. Let's go with a bigger chartreuse eye on this one. Actually, let's go with a lighter chartreuse eye on this one. I had some light eyes already out of the package. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I do, I think. Nope, that's another new pack. Alright. Nope, I grabbed the wrong ones. So let's go with these. These are the hairline. These are the small chartreuse right here. Let's go with that. It's probably backwards on camera, y'all. I'm just using my phone. I've got the whole streaming set up with all the OBS software and all that stuff, but a lot of times it's easy just to go with my phone, y'all. Alright. Let's throw some eyes on here. A bit of like a drop of glue. Throw some chartreuse eyes on here, y'all. Get them started. So I'm just wrapping to get them lined, or I'm just wrapping them to get them lined up right now. It's pretty good. It don't have to be perfect. All right, now let's just do some cross wraps. That's pretty good. All right, now let's do some little helicopter wraps. Go somewhere, Root. Go. The dog is bored. He ran in here, but he'll be all right. He comes in here like every 30 seconds. All right. Actually, what it is, it's close to his bedtime. That's what he wants. He wants to go to bed. But he usually waits for me, so he's ready to go to bed. I ain't going right now, so. All right. Throw some glue over these eyes right here. Hit it with the ultraviolet light. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some crafting fur on here for the tail. That's what I normally. Oh, there it is right there. I've got some short crafting fur and longer crafting fur, y'all. I want the longer fur. So I'm going to take a chunk of crafting fur like this right here. Cut off a chunk of fur. Not fancy, just a quick guide fly. All that little stuff right there actually won't even bother it, but just for the heck of it, I'll cut it off. And honestly, it don't bother it at all. You know what? I'm gonna leave that on there. Don't bother it at all. All right. I'm gonna take this. I think this is foxhead brush. I think it's kind of like it's got a little bit of pink in it actually. Let's take some foxhead brush right here. I think that's what it is. I think it's like 1.5 inch foxhead or something, or whatever it is. It's like 1.5 inch fox, whatever they call it. I don't know, man. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I really need to straighten up my supplies, y'all. I got some crap everywhere. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a chartreuse shine on here. Since we're doing a chartreuse and white fly, I'm gonna throw a little chartreuse shine on the tail. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna go with a couple more pieces. I might not have went with enough. I'm just gonna throw like 2 more strands on there. That honey was not shiny enough for me. Just a little bit of shine. All right, just some happy clouds on there, y'all. A little bit of shine. Now let's go with that Foxy brush. I think it's called Foxy brush. Is that what it's called? Let's go with that Foxy brush on there. Get that Foxy brush started. All right. All right, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Looking for something. All right. I was looking for chartreuse feathers. There's one right there. That one's kind of small. It might be. It might be good enough. It's kind of small, but it was sticking out of the package, so we might try it. I don't know if y'all can even see the colors on that. We're good with that purple. With that chartreuse and white. Y'all might not be able to see the colors on it real good. I just thought about that. With that light shining on there like that. Yep. I don't know if y'all can see the colors on there with that. That light's kind of bright on there. Anyway, it's got white and chartreuse. It might just be hard for y'all to see. All right, let's throw a little bit of chartreuse crack wrap, and we are done, y'all. There's not really anybody watching tonight, so I'm gonna be done. I'll go do something productive like play video games. Alright. Let's throw some crack wrap on here. Dude, grabbing crack wrap to get it started is like always the freaking hardest part about it, man. Whoops. Oh well. This crack wrap's wanting to go crazy on me, but that's fine. We'll just trim it up. Just trim it up. Not the best crack wrap job ever right there. Definitely not the best crack wrap job I've ever done. But you know what? The fish won't care at all. They'll still eat it. Alright, let's tie this one off and I'm done, y'all. Tired. Not a lot of people watching tonight, so. The hardest part about time flies is getting the freaking glue top to go back on, like every time. It's ridiculous. Like, why won't you just go on? I don't get it. Trim this one up. And that is done, y'all. It's a done fly. Alright, y'all, that was just a quick and easy little chartreuse and white. I know it's hard to tell with that light. Chartreuse and white redfish fly. Y'all, we are done for the night. Thank y'all.